What is going on, family? This is the point of the show where I'm going to babble for a moment and wait and see if anybody joins the club and joins the party. It sounds like there's going to be some people that were going to join this evening, so I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to sign in the chat now. And I'm just going to chill and talk to the air. Don't mind me. Don't mind my resting Johnny face. Hey, Jessica, how are you? You're first today. Man, look at you on top of things. Wow. You beat Maul. Maul's normally pretty quick on the draw. It's good to see you, Jessica, in the Discord as well, too. Wanted to say that. I haven't really been, like, messaging as much in the Discord, but I have, like, been reading, like, what's going on in there. So it's been cool to, like, just read out and catch up on everybody's conversations. I have thrown like a few things in there, but I haven't really been like super active in Discord lately. I just been like mad busy. You know what I mean? But I had to make some time for you guys tonight. You know what I mean? Pixie, how are you doing, friend? Back in the right color too. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Aaron Brown, I'm glad you're in here too. Let me go ahead and take care of you real quick while I'm thinking about it. I gotta like start thinking about this all the time now because like that was like the biggest fiasco in my mind. I beat myself up about that pretty hard because I was like, yo, like what if people think that like I did it on purpose or something? You know what I mean? Where's it at? That is moderator. Okay, cool. Boom. There you go. You should be back to regular color too. Elsie, how are you doing, friend? Cherokee, how are you doing? Good to see you as well. Hope everybody is off to a good, like, I guess, holiday break season time. You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, normally when everybody's kind of, like, getting off of work, or you might have to work, like, the next couple of days. You know what I mean? Depending on your job and what you do. So, you know, I would probably be working if I did not have, like, a fuck ton of people, like, come into my world, like, tomorrow. So... yeah, tonight was basically like the last chance that I got to basically like probably really stream until like this next weekend. So, and then I'm going on like a little trip to go see my boy down in North Carolina for New Year's and hang out with him for a couple of days. So we're gonna work on something for the channel while I'm down there. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm anxious to see what you guys are going to think about that. So, yeah, that'll be cool. So I got some stuff like in the works, like in my mind for the new year and some things that I want to do. So I've been thinking about that a lot the last couple of days. Like just because I haven't been like as active like in the community doesn't mean that I still haven't like been very active in my mind in like the community. You know what I mean? Hey, Roger, how you doing, man? I appreciate you for stopping in and wishing us a Merry Christmas and an awesome New Year. Appreciate you, man. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and as well, you know, Happy Holidays and all that to everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, all the good stuff that's happening. You know what I mean? All kinds of different stuff going out there with the holiday traditions and whatnot right now. Mine, I feel like it's just like kind of like smacked me in the face like this year. Like we're like now it's like boom, like now's the time, like go time. Michael, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Terry, how's it going, man? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, guys. I'm over here like just reading. I'm not even talking. I'm just reading now. I feel like I was just trying to catch up on everything that was happening. Looks like everybody's just kind of just saying hi to each other and whatnot, so that's cool. I didn't really have like a solid plan of like what all I wanted to do tonight. I thought about like at least at minimum hitting that Carol of the Bells from Liliac, and then I kind of figured like we could kind of go from there and see what you guys kind of wanted to do. Kind of wanted to leave it a little bit open since it was really like the only chance I got to like record. For the next like week. So I didn't really care. I've been listening to a lot of like random stuff lately, so I've been pretty heavy on that Leap album that I was telling you guys about in Discord. I've been listening to that one pretty heavy like the last week or so. So, but yeah, I've been listening to a little bit of everything right now. So, a little all over the place. Little all over the place. Johnny, have your holiday preparations been going well? Sorry if you've already said. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say that they're going well so far. Yeah, it's kind of like Griswold family Christmas this year a little bit. So like I kind of knew it was going to be a little chaotic. That's why I just kind of wanted to like, let everybody know like I was for sure going to like not be very active like the next week. Because it was going to be like 100% of my time type of deal, probably for like the good like next 4 or 5 days. So that's kind of the deal. But I am pretty excited about it. I'm excited to see everybody and for like all the activities that are like planned and whatnot. So pretty much everything's set up and like, the games for like Christmas Eve and all that kind of stuff is like all set up. So, I'm sure I'll share some pictures and whatnot for sure of from some of the festivities as they happen. If any of y'all saw like the pictures like the last time when I went down for like Thanksgiving, like my niece and nephew, like they're coming up again. So like I'm excited to see them. So I'm sure more pictures of them will pop around. My Christmas songs you'll have to listen to off air probably. Yeah, there's like not a ton of like holiday music that I really like get down with like that. Does that make sense? Like, you hear so much of it like during the holidays that it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everything is a time and a place. You know what I mean? And like for me, I don't know, but like at the end of the day, like there's like nothing that none of those songs like I guess really like anytime I listen to them like give me all like the warm and fuzzy feelings like that I guess that it gives most people, I guess, when they hear some of those songs. You know what I mean? That's why they would like them or still listen to them. But I think a lot of it is like nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like the songs that you heard a lot when you were a kid, like the ones that you tend to like when it comes to Christmas songs and holiday songs. Evan is here. How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm gonna just start calling you Evan for short. It makes it a little bit easier. All right, let me move this up here so I'm like not staring down the barrel. I had mentioned something in my stories earlier about doing Spirit Box too, so I probably would like to do a Spirit Box song tonight too. That sounded pretty fun. Is my shit laggy? You still want your hula hoop? Yeah, I get that reference. Yeah, I know. I pick up what you're laying down. You know what I mean? Alvin and the Chipmunks and all that shit. That's a good little one that like that's what I'm saying. I don't mind hearing that one around Christmas time. Like I said, I was listening. I was rapping like Christmas presents and shit earlier, and I was not listening to Christmas music. I was listening to my music. Yeah. My wife will throw on like Christmas music, like and do stuff like that. She's a little bit more holly and jolly that way. All right, yeah. YouTube pulled up now. No lag. All right, cool. Pigeon Holds. That's a good name. Solid name. Oh, somebody said something about my Christmas story new video. Johnny, you should check out Dan Vansk. He's got some good stuff. Okay. I'm open. I love the song Sky Daddy did with Echo Evan. I love Triggers. Russ in Canada. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Steve, I don't know if I said hi to you, man, but good to see you as well. Anna, I don't think I said hi to you either. Either that or I just caught you. So good to see you too. if we're doing Christmas songs, I have one by Set It Off. I didn't necessarily want to do Christmas songs. I just wanted to at least do that Liliac one because honestly, Carol of the Bells is like one of the ones I really like a lot. So that was kind of like, if I was going to do anything, then I was going to do that one. You know what I mean? That was kind of my thought, unless anybody had like a great suggestion. But if we're just trying to like find ones, like we can just listen to regular songs. You know what I'm saying? We'll start with Liliac, and then we'll see how we feel. All right, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I haven't watched like any Christmas movies this year either. You know what I mean? I haven't really watched like anything lately. Honestly, if I watch TV and like anything I've watched recently, it's all been horror. You know what I mean? Like it's all been in the horror thing. You know what I mean? Like Halloween never really left your boy. If that makes any sense. Like it never really left that way. It's just give me a good horror movie. That's what kind of mood I'm in to watch when it comes to anything like that right now. And somebody will say Nightmare Before Christmas, which is obviously a favorite for sure. For many reasons. I could literally like just probably go up and just it would probably take me a while to take all the pictures of anything Nightmare Before Christmas related. All right. Oh, Maul's got one. She's got it all like in this whole big recommend joint from the Sixters, My Christmas Story. Is that a good one? Should we do that? I'm definitely going to check out this Liliac shit, though. Steve, anybody else? Did you guys ever check that song out, too? The new Sixters Christmas Story song? Is that worth going down the path? Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Legia, good to see you as well. I love Carol of the Bells. Yep, we're about to get into it. Nope, no Christmas mood here either. Yeah, I'm not really feeling all holly and jolly. You know what I'm saying? I was driving around the other night, man, looking at Christmas lights, and like, or at least looking for them. I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Like, I'm a big like, I like to drive like, like to kind of clear my head a little bit. Like I go listen to some music and just kind of drive and kind of get lost for a little while. And yeah, so you go look. This is a great time of year when you're depressed as fuck because like you can go look at Christmas lights. You know what I mean? Like there's destinations to go like look for. There's like it's better than just like every other time of the year when it's just like dark. You know what I mean? Like there's street lights. But at least now there's Christmas lights. So, but man, like there is like I feel like none like compared to like what it has been. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, did like what is the deal? Like there's like nothing out this year. I don't know if it's like everybody's bills or what, but fuck, like it just seemed like there's just like way less like Christmas shit out than like there normally is. There's like still like all the stuff like in the stores and all like the businesses and all that kind of shit, but like not so much in like I feel like in like the neighborhoods. Rob Zombie but Christmas? Yeah. Oh man, I probably should have named this something else other than like Happy Holidays, you know what I'm saying? Driving home from Christmas. Did you guys already do Christmas? Wouldn't steer you wrong on My Christmas Story, Johnny. Cool. Cool. Sixers is a good one. Bet. Okay, yeah, we'll do that for sure. We'll do that one next then. We'll do Carol of the Bells and then we'll get into that. All right, let me hit record on this shit just to make sure it's still working all right. Hit my vape a few times before I actually record this. driving home for Christmas. Gotcha. I'm sneaking out my winter suit and going to the gym tonight. Nice. The Skinner Brothers should do a Christmas song. I got my Skinner Brothers hoodie. I take that back. I ordered it. I ordered the Skinner Brothers hoodie. I did not. I have not received it yet. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's not going to be here for Christmas, but I just got it. When they did the restock, I was like, I'm gonna get one of them hoodies, like, because I'm like, it's winter time, and I need like another one. I need to get like more shirts. I feel like I've decided that I'm gonna just start wearing like all the shirts of like people I like react to and support on the channel type of deal. It's like I'm gonna try to like aim for it. I got time to like build the repertoire a little bit before, like, right now right now the hoodies are just like why it's cold. Before we get back into the t-shirts, because it's still gonna be cold for a while because it's barely Christmas. Like, you know, I was just talking about how it's already Christmas, but it is still kind of barely like December. So it's, the winter has just barely begun. If it hasn't, it did like today, right? Was today with the winter solstice or something, right? Yeah, I'm terrible about that shit. I am. Again, guys, I've been busy. All right. I'm gonna pull this shit up now, and then we gonna get into this first song. Man, I'm getting better at this, yo. Like, 16 minutes, we're gonna get into the first reaction. Carol of the Bells, cool. All right, cool, and it's on. Cool. Angelina Jordan sings. Yes, she does. I still have a lot left of like those videos to like pull out from her too. What's going on, Don? How are you? Jeff, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Castellucci. Carol of the Bells will redefine your understanding of Christmas music. I would imagine that's probably a pretty powerful rendition. Well, we're about to find out if Liliax is any good. I would imagine it's probably pretty good. I feel like this is one of those ones where, like, I feel like I have like a high expectation, but at the same time I'm gonna lower it. Does that make sense? I'm still gonna lower it. I think. I got to make sure I lower my expectations. Got to be in the right state of mind, Johnny. You know what I mean? Cherokee is due a pick. Okay, well, we will let Cherokee make a pick then. She will be our special guest pick of the night. I got to make sure I don't pile up too many songs now. That's 3 now. So we're at 3. All right, we're recording. All right, let's do it. What is going on, family? I am very stoked to get into another Christmas song or a holiday song, whatever you want to call it. You know, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I hope that you have a wonderful time with you and your loved ones during this time and season. So, Liliac has got another song that they did, Carol of the Bells, a metal version. This is probably one of, if not probably one of my favorite Christmas songs. So I am very stoked to actually check this one out. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
From everywhere, filling the air. Oh, they pound raising the
like the fact that they're like playing with my emotions with it. So I feel like they're about to like let it rip at some point. With the rips, but like I feel like they're just like teasing you like the whole time, like with the different like ways that they're kind of like doing the little dun 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 dun. Like I don't even know what you would even want to call it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The reason why you like this song in the fucking first place. You know what I'm saying?
Christmas is here, bringing a cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong ding dong, that is a song. Ring, joyful ring on caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. All the time, raising the sound, all hearing tales, telling the tale. Telling everyone, people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas. On, listen, on without end, their joyful tone to every home. On, listen, on without end, their joyful tone to every home. Telling everyone, people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas, merry, 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 merry Christmas.
Now that's how you end that shit right there with the little riff on the end. Like I like the way that they did that like a lot. Another signature move, I can only help but smile, like with the little like with the classic like scream, you know, right there at the end. I think the thing that I actually liked about this the most is the fact that I feel like this is like a version like that I've like never heard before. Where I'm like I've heard like a lot of different like plays on how like people go about this, like doing covers of Christmas songs. And I feel like I've heard like almost like every one that there ever is like that they even try with. Does that make sense? But I feel like this one has like a whole different like kind of like edge and element to it, where for like even for like a minute, like I almost kind of forgot like what song it was because it sounded so different, and the way that they like changed like the vocals and like, just the way that they played with the sounds throughout the whole thing, I thought was really dope. Yeah, again, like I felt like this was like a version or a cover of like this kind of this song specifically that I'm like I feel like they kind of like really killed it in the fact that like what I think makes it a great cover is like when you make it your own and you make it like an individual like listen, you know what I mean? So like I feel like they nailed that for sure. Like I feel like that it wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be. But again, like I like it when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Hashtag Johnny's wrong. You know, he's typically wrong. And I'm normally like I like it more when I am wrong, typically. So yeah, I like the fact that like I kind of had an expectation. I even said that like kind of going into it that I'm like, you know, I think before I hit record that I'm like I kind of had like an expectation of what I thought it might sound like, and I had to like kind of like wipe it out of my mind, like you know what I mean? So I'm glad that it punched me in the face in the right ways, in all the happy holiday, Merry Christmas ways. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I thought this was great. Thank you for the suggestion. And again, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And yeah, we will see you on live streams hopefully very soon. Yeah, during the holiday season. So cool. Next time. Cool. Man, I am fucking off today. I need to probably turn that heater off now because I'm getting hot already, even though it's cold as fuck outside. So yeah, another thing too is it's totally not the song I thought it was. I'm terrible about names, especially with Christmas songs. So it's not the one I even thought it was. Like it was. So as soon as it started going, I was like, this is not even the one I thought it was. Damn it. Yep. Johnny's 0 for 1 today, man. I'm gonna go turn that heater off. Yeah, bro. I'm already fucking sweating and shit, yo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up the Monster Energy drink. I thought about something the other day. I'm gonna try to get coffee sponsorship. The people I order my coffee from. So, can somebody remind me what TSO is? I feel stupid sometimes when some of you guys use these acronyms and I don't catch it like right off the bat, like what it is. My request isn't a Christmas song. Awesome. This is a version that brings you close to being satisfied but craving more of what they can do. A little bit. That's what I'm saying. I feel like what I know that band can do, I feel like they could have done a little more with it. But it still was dope though. I still liked it. I thought it was still a good song. I thought it was still a good cover and a good version of it. But I did it. As I'm saying, I kind of had an expectation. That's right. So I could totally understand what you're saying about like kind of expecting or wanting more. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. There we go. Thank you. That's the one that everybody loves. That's like the big one, right? That's the one that like everybody puts on the shit. Yeah, that's like the OG, like the best version one in my opinion. I like that one. All right. We said we were going to do another one and then we were going to do Cherokees, right? Oh yeah, we're doing that. We're doing the what's it called? Shit. The Sixers. That's right. All right, got that. Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was like, I don't know which one I should put on today. And then I was like, oh, you know, peace on earth, goodwill to all men, and all that shit, right? You know what I mean? That's why I'm not sponsored. Cherokee song has been forwarded on Discord. Bet. Perfect. Oh man, people are putting all kinds of shit in here. Oh, Angelina Jordan driving home for Christmas. That's what she's trying to tell me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm slow sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm slow. Oh, thank you, Elsie. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've actually painted my nails, man. That's one thing depression will do to you too. You know what I mean? Like you don't tend to take care of yourself or do any of the things that you like. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, it's time. It's time. I didn't do like no red and green and shit or anything like that this year. I was like, I'm gonna just go straight black today. We just gonna go straight black. It's a Halloween kind of Christmas. So I'll mix it up every once in a while, like throw different colors in there and shit. And like where I live, like people like really don't like it. You know what I mean? Like they get really thrown off by a guy who has got fingernail polish on and shit. So it's always fun, especially like when I like do like other colors. Oh yeah. So since Jessica's in here, I wonder if James would be interested. Nah, I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna try to talk you guys into going to see Wind Waker with me in Baltimore. I don't know if you guys even like Wind Waker, but they're doing a show in Baltimore, and I was like, oh, maybe I can talk some friends into going with me to the show, so that would be fun. But yeah, if anybody knows anybody that likes Wind Waker and is in the B-Town area, I'm planning on going to that show and the Philly show. Actually, planning on going to both of them. So, I was just looking at tickets the other day, so I was thinking about it and like the shows that are coming up and like when I'm going and where I'm going. I'm also going to a free show in Philly. So anybody wants to go to see Bad Flower in Philly, they're doing like a free afternoon on a Saturday, like at like 2:00 type of show for like a radio station or some shit. Like 4 bands are. So I'm going to that too. So that should be fun. Yeah, I don't know if you like them, Jessica. They're a little like on the heavier side, but you know they are the opening band, and that was probably really the only band I was going to check out. To be honest with you, I probably shouldn't say that, but it's the only band I was going to check out. Pom-Com Squad is going to be in DC. When's that happening? That might be a fun show. That's a little far for me, but I do got a homeboy out there. You should definitely go to a show, Anna. You should definitely go to a show this year. You know, the thing is everybody thinks that you got to go to the big concert. You don't got to go to the big concert. All the small ones are where it's at, man. All the fun ones. April. AC April's kind of a busy month for me. I don't know. I don't know if I can commit to it. That's the problem. Is like April. And like March, there's I got a lot of things that are going on that I already kind of got scheduled and stuff those months. So I'm like, potentially maybe. So depending on when it is, what day of the week it is and all that too, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, if anybody likes metalcore, they're an Australian band. They're dope as fuck. And like I said, I'm planning on going to probably both shows because the first one I went to, they were that good live. So it was like, yeah, it'll be a comeback every time you guys are around thing. Okay, Maul, you're gonna have to remind me. You or Steve, we're gonna have to remind me what actually song we're doing next. But we're gonna do the Sixers one now. A small venue is how I met Echo and his 2 openers. Exactly. That's how you get to meet artists. You get a picture with them a lot of times, and you know it's just a better experience a lot of times. Typically, you know what I mean. Like you feel like more like you're a part of something than being like part of a mass group. Does that make sense? Like big concerts are fun too because obviously they're popular for a reason, but. You know, if you get a chance to see a smaller artist or an artist like that's kind of more in the beginning of their journey, like that's way more. It's where it's at. Johnny stepping up his game, keeping up with the chat. I am doing a little bit better. If I make the conscious effort to talk to you guys, I normally do a pretty good job of it. It's the trying to like bounce back and forth between reactions is really probably the big thing. Would love to go to the UK to see Dia Matrona. They keep liking the fact that I share their stories. So now that I saw that now that I follow them on Instagram, I saw that they're an independent band. So yeah, I'm way more inclined to help support those ladies at this point in this time because like the songs I've heard so far have been slaps. I know my second reaction to them probably wasn't the greatest, but like now in retrospect, like everything that I was like told on the backside of that, I was like, man, I wish I would have said that. That all kind of went back to like some of those things we talked about before in like terms of like just kind of going into some of the reactions with the wrong perspectives and more of the perspective of like trying to help support the artist. So I need to kind of like look at it from that perspective versus something like more or less like the things I like and don't like about it. You know what I mean? It's more about just trying to find the things that you do like. Don't even like pay attention to things you don't like. You know what I mean? You give your best to the artists that you react to. I try to, and like I said, I know sometimes I don't always do that, so I know I'm not going to be perfect, and you know I am just a person. But that is my goal and my intent, so I do try to go into that with that mentality, for sure. And I feel like sometimes it's just a little bit harder to be positive when I'm so negative in my own like head space. So. Best concert I ever went to was ZZ Top and is that Kiss? K-I-X? 9 Inch Nails? 9 Inch Nails, right? Yeah, again, with the acronyms, you know what I mean? All right, Johnny, you want to check chat later for next song? I'll put the exclamation marks to the next one. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, exclamation parts are always great. Oh, Haley's Tusk, how are you doing, friend? Good to see you, too. I don't think I said hi to you. All right, guys. I'm going to jump into this Sixers one now because now I'm anxious and curious to get into this one. What is going on, family? I am very excited to get into another song from the Sixers today. And today we're going to be getting into one of their songs that I believe is like pretty new. Just dropped, I think, within the last week or so. My Christmas Story. Don't know anything about this. Don't know if it's... I don't know. So let's just get into it.
Friends and family are fucked. Everything is not alright. They all clap and sing their song. What am I supposed to do? I'm the only sober one. Let me run, I've got no clue. 'Cause I won't be home for Christmas. It's just another sickness.
All right, guys. I'm gonna stop it right here, and we're gonna say that this is definitely probably my favorite Christmas song I probably have ever heard, and we're not even done with it yet.
And dreams take flight, magic fills the frosty air. In the snow, which cold and bright, there are drunk kids everywhere. I don't recognize you all, 10 final to the floor. Oh my God, what a chest hole, sneaking up through the back door. 'Cause I won't be home for Christmas. It's just
I said, I can't even help but like just laugh and smile because like this again, like my favorite Christmas song I've ever heard. It's exactly like I guess how I feel this year. You know what I mean? We were just talking about how like it just doesn't really feel very holly and jolly this season. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel that way. You know what I mean? And I know I've been kind of out of it for a minute, but at the same time, like it just seems like that's like what's in the air. You know what I mean? So I feel like in an effort to like, you know, not even just try to like bullshit the audience, we're just going to talk about how like, you know, the world's just kind of fucked. You know what I mean? And this Christmas, this doesn't even feel like that happy.
Cause I won't be home
Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing more for you guys on that one, other than the fact that John's my favorite Christmas song I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like, I was a big fan of like the Blink 182's "I Won't Be Home for Christmas." Like, you know, they've written a handful of like the like almost like anti-Christmas song. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, not everybody celebrates Christmas, and not everybody celebrates really just like these like the holidays around this time of year in general. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we all kind of go through the emotions of kind of assuming that everybody does because we do. And one, that's not really fair to people, because like it's if you don't celebrate like any of these holidays, like that doesn't make you a wrong person. Like, you're not wrong, or it's like not wrong of you, or like there's nothing wrong about the fact that you don't. You know what I mean? Like, a holiday doesn't necessarily mean that everybody has to like celebrate it. It's for those who want to partake, I think, in the celebrations, if you will. So again, I always try to be very respectful of like never assuming anything. So I never tell people like Merry Christmas off the rip. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm like, I don't know that you do. You know what I mean? If you say it first, I'll say it back. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I do it. You know what I mean? So just for the effort of like not trying to assume that, like, you know, or be pushy about it. And that's one thing I've kind of noticed, honestly, too, guys, about this year, is I feel like people have been a little pushy about the Merry Christmases, which is not very, again, holly and jolly. Where it's almost kind of feel like you're making a statement when you say it, and when it sounds like you're making a statement saying Merry Christmas, are you really saying it for the right reasons? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I feel like this song kind of just ties into that overall feeling of like, not every holiday season is a good one. You know what I mean? Like, not every Christmas is a great one. I hope everybody does have a good holiday season and does have a great Christmas. You know, I think a lot about the fact of like, this is like some of those times in our lives where I feel like we get to take a moment to like really think about the things that matter to us and like what are important to us. And this is like a time to kind of reflect about a lot of that. And I think it's a time to like really like reach out and like, you know, love people. You know what I mean? Like, that is kind of, I think, the overall point of like what I try to take away from this season is like the reminder of like, you know, because the world does kind of stop for like a brief moment in time during this time of year. You know what I mean? Because like, businesses do, you know, work gets slow. Some businesses don't slow down at all, but you know, you guys know how that is. But yeah, like, you know, I'm over here looking for content like to share with you guys on like Instagram, and like nobody's posting anything. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's very slim and few and far between. It is a slow time of year. Everybody's kind of off and like getting ready for next year. You know what I mean? Now is a time, I think, where we do that reflection on the year and start thinking about next year. So that could be pretty stressful for people, and that could also be pretty depressing for some people too, where like, you know, you're really looking at what has happened and what has transpired in the last 12 months of this year. You know what I mean? And preparing for the next 12 months of the next year, you know? So just be kind to people, man. Be kind to a stranger. You know what I mean? Tell somebody you love them today. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room. All right. That ending felt a lot better. There's a higher rate of people trying to end things permanently. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very lonely time of year for like a lot of people. You know what I mean? No matter how many people you have around you, you still feel lonely. You know what I mean? Like, that is kind of like the other flip side of the coin on that too. You know what I mean? Where you could be surrounded by love and still feel lonely. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a hard thing for some people to grasp that concept, but it is very real. And at the same, and you know, if you're lucky enough to have that, you know, it makes you feel even shittier. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I almost feel like I didn't have anybody that cared about me, so that way I wouldn't have to like care the fact that like I'm like that they care about me. Does that make sense? Like, I could get into more detail on that, but I'm gonna try to stay away from the doom and gloom today. It's happy holidays, you know what I'm saying? Robert John and the Wreck. That's the next one. Oh, shit. I did that thing. Love when it gets dark early. Honestly, I don't love it. I don't. As much of a night owl and a vampire as I am, I don't like it when the sun goes down at 5 o'clock. I'm not a fan of it. You know what I mean? Like it just seems weird. It seems weird. I'm not a big fan. "2024 has definitely tested me. I lost my dad and I was diagnosed with skin cancer." Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I know that's tough. Losing anybody is definitely a difficult thing. Whether you were or were not close with your dad, I know that must have been difficult. And the skin cancer thing, man, like, you know, fight that shit, man. My mom's got skin cancer, has had it a couple of times. So I've been through that, and know a little bit of what that's like. Not on a way of like knowing like personally getting that diagnosis, but at least within my family that way. So yeah, and she's been lucky enough to caught it early enough each time, so she's been good. But yeah, man, like fight that stuff, man. Fight it. Does no day is promised, but just because you got a little bit of bad news doesn't mean that your day's coming. You know what I mean? Keep fighting the good fight. Please let us know during the breaks if you have a song you're thinking of doing next. Okay, perfect. Maul, see, you're the best, Maul. You know what I mean? You're the best guy could have. You're the best mod manager there is. Discord, whatever you want to say. I don't know what you call him. You know, somebody said that you were my assistant. I would hate to like just say you're my assistant. Like that seems wrong to say. Your parents were out this evening and turned on the Christmas lights so your mom could see them. I'm sure she enjoyed that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part of the season, man, is the Christmas lights. Like, you know, I got a little Charlie Brown thing going in the front yard. You know what I mean? Like, you know, on the pond. Got a little Linus and Lucy and shit added to the mix this year. You know what I mean? I only got so much space. You know what I mean? I only got so much space. My uncle didn't make it through his melanoma. Yeah, I'm sorry that you had to go through that too, man. Again, difficult time of year, you know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of thinking about the year and what has transpired over this year and what you're trying to and wanting to do next year. You know what I mean? I've been going through that and thinking about that for sure. You know what I mean? Like I've only really began like starting to put some of that stuff a little bit more into action, you know, for like moving forward in next year and whatnot. I'm just glad that I feel like I'm maybe, you know, finally kind of coming up the other side of this thing, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because the last time I said that I fell back hard. You know what I mean? So it was rough. It was rough. I was going through it, man. It's been fucked. But I am excited. Like I said, I feel like this week's gonna be good because I'm gonna be like distracted like all week. So it'll be good for me, for sure. I'm gonna cover my surgery scars with tattoos. That's an excellent idea, man. That's an excellent idea, Elsie. You should definitely do that. One, you can never have too many tattoos, and two, it's a good way to not be focused on the past and be focused on the future. Oh boy, thank you, Anna. We gonna get into some Ren. I'm down to get into some Ren. We'll do Ren next. So there you go, Mal. We're doing Ren next after Robert John and the Wreck. Cherokee. Question is, I have for you, since you're somewhat new to the family, is typically I will give you a shout out in the video at the beginning if you would like it. But if you don't want one, you don't have to get one. So it's really completely up to you. And if you say it's up to me, then I'm going to just give you one. Does that make sense? So if you leave it open, I'm going to give you the love and praise. But if you don't, if you would prefer me not to, then I won't. Because some people don't like it. So there's no pressure either way. You know, Elsie, when I saw your message here that says, "Are you a Bruins fan?" I would say that initially my thought when I saw that was like, yeah, he must like the Bruins. But I have been wrong a lot about assuming that just because you use a team's logo that you actually like that team. So they don't always like the team. So it's not really a dumb question to ask. That is fine. Okay, well then, Cherokee, you're going to get a shout out. See, Terry, you can't call him a shrink, man. You got to call him a therapist. Call him a shrink, it's a bad connotation around it. You know what I mean? That's like negative, old school thinking when people use the words like shrink, in terms of like using like a therapist. Too many people think the word shrink means something like negative is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? You gotta use better words that way. Therapist is the best way because they're there to help you, not to shrink your brain. Or your doctor, whatever you want to call him. You know what I mean? Just don't call him a shrink. All right. We're going to get into Robert John and the Wreck point of view next. And then we're going to do Ren after that. And then I'll probably do one more song. And then I'm probably going to call it. But I will talk to you guys. I've been enjoying talking to y'all. I'll probably play a song at the end too, man. I've been enjoying the whole like play a song at the end. You guys seem to like that. I'll try to pick a good one. Oh, Jessica, that's what I've been wanting to ask you, yo. Is what did you think of Nightlife? Like, have you gone down like the little path with Nightlife at all? Did you like them at all? Because they're B-Town gang. That's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, I'm trying to find some shows in Baltimore that some people might want to go to outside of like just The Warning. You know what I mean? Colorado. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight? Don't tell me what to do, Johnny. You know, just because it's you, I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you what you can do. She loves it. Shrink my problems. That's funny. I was surprised by the mix of rock and R&B. That's what I'm saying. They're kind of a vibe. And their shows, their live shows are good. They even do like this whole thing where everybody goes on stage and dances with them on a song. Like you could all go up stage and dance with them. it was kind of cool. It was not the moment in time for me to do that. You know what I mean? I was there for other reasons, and they just happened to be playing. You know what I mean? So I wasn't gonna go up there, but I was like, their shows are actually like, I was really really impressed with like the experience, and so I was like, this is like a fun group to go see. You know what I mean? So like if you kind of felt their vibe and whatnot, like their live shows are pretty good. Yay, no, say. Yeah, that's the band that you were that you had me check out last time, I think, right? Oh, Steve's putting you in the penalty box, Rodney. That's funny. That's funny. Five for fighting, two for roughing. Good reference there, Steve. You picked the right person to make that reference to, too. You know what I mean? You kind of actually kind of nailed that out of nowhere. So great reference right there. All right, let me pull this Joan up, and we're gonna get into Cherokee's request. All right. What is going on, family? I am very excited to get into another new artist today that I am not familiar with. Today it's going to be coming at the request from our good friend Cherokee, and her request for Point of View by Robert John and the Wreck. So off the rip, pretty cool artist name. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of like the idea of that with the name with like the band name. So I think that's pretty dope. So don't know anything about this band. Don't know anything about the sound. All I know is that I'm very excited to get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew I had a feeling that his voice was gonna be pretty fire, but I didn't know it was gonna be as fire as it sounds. You wore out your welcome a long time ago, and now the booze is sticking up your breath. We're packing up and we don't need your help. Did you forget how to say farewell, farewell? Me, I'm just trying to find my way back home. I got nothing left to say to you. Mind your own business and we'll be just fine. And I'm telling the truth, but that's just my point of view. But I'm now on my own to find some peace of mind and get a break from the day to day. I see you looking with those prying eyes, and I know you got something to say. No, I don't need no food or to gather my thoughts, and we can talk to the break of day. But by all means, interrupt my life, and it's a welcome I won't overstay. Hey, yeah. Me, I'm just trying to find my way back home. I got nothing left to say to you. Mind your own business and we'll be just fine. And I'm telling the truth, and that's just my point of view. Yeah, it definitely gives me like all the vibes of like Southern rock, like for sure. This reminds me of like the music video I see in my brain that's not happening is like Alabama riding through like you know the state of Alabama in a pickup truck, like with the windows down, like, and it's like super sunny. Like that's like all the vibes that I'm getting from this. Like this is like what it reminds me, like that part of like the country, like just like the South, Like the heat down there, it's got like again like riding down the highway with like the windows, both windows in the truck down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of vibe and energy it's got. I think that like the chorus is really dope. I think it's like energy, like it's got like an energy that's like uplifting and like and fun, where it's like it's not kind of like a fuck you kind of attitude, but it's kind of like I don't give a shit what you think kind of attitude. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of like got like a fun energy to it, and it kind of feel like it really nails the delivery of that. Does that make sense? Like it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel confident in yourself. Hold on. This is completely like, not important. But yeah, look at that pizza, man. That shit was huge. That shit looked pretty banging. Is that jalapenos on there with the pepperonis? Yo, I can't tell. That's either banana peppers or jalapenos on there. Yo, when I was deployed at the fake Pizza Hut, I used to eat the pepperoni with the jalapeno. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was. I used to get the jalapenos from like the chow hall. I take it to the pizza place, and I was like, yo, can you throw them on there with the pepperoni? And they're like, sure. And it was fire. Well, that was a very fun and energetic song, and I want to thank Cherokee again for the suggestion. A little outside of like probably my typical like listening like wheelhouse, but again, I feel like music is really like a time and a place for everything. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's always kind of like something like positive, like to be able to pull away from like the art of music, and again, like for me, like with something like this, from like where I, there is a time and a place in my life where I would put something like this on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, just because I wouldn't throw it on like this morning doesn't mean that there's not a place in my world where I wouldn't listen to it. So I definitely liked it. Like I said, it gave me like a happy energy is what I took from it. So I'm like, I definitely appreciated that feeling from that. And like, again, I thought it was catchy. I thought it was good. It was uplifting. And the homeboy had a nice little solo. His like Afro swag. Fire, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's really all I got for you guys on this one. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Pepperoni and jalapeno. Yeah, that shit's fire, man. And if you want to get a little froggy, you dip it in a little bit of ranch too. If it's too hot for you, you know what I'm saying? From the pepperoni and jalapeno comment, Pixie, you got I'm jonesing for chocolate strawberries. That's funny. That's funny as hell, man. I'm sorry. That kind of cracked me up. like the opposite end of the spectrum, I think, a little bit in my mind. Oh man, that's funny though. Steve said that's New York small pizza. Yeah, for New York, that is small. I thought it was bigger than it was. You know what I mean? That's a pretty decent size, but it's not that huge. I thought it was bigger than like when I went back, I was like, okay, it's a big pizza, but it's not like enormous. You know what I mean? But then I noticed the pepper, the what I thought was jalapenos. Oh, I love you too, girl. You're my favorite. Pixie ain't feeling spicy tonight. I think she is a little bit of sugar and spice, so she might be on the sugar side today. I almost always use ranch on my pizza. The thing is like, you know, I'm one of those people that I like sauce, but I don't want too much of it. You know what I mean? And like, there's been some friends that I have had that, like, you know, just it's almost like you're drinking it. You know what I mean? And I was like, do you even taste the pizza anymore? Like, that's when it's too much for me, yo. Oh, you have some in the freezer. Even better. Even better. Pixie just ain't feeling spicy. That made me chuckle today. Yeah, you guys will have to think about what your Patreon requests are going to be, because, like, you know, January 1st is going to be here, like, before we know it. I like to knock out all the Patreon stuff at the beginning of the month, because that way I don't have to, like, stress about it for the rest of the month. A great marinara goes a long way. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't really need, like, the ranch. But, like, you know, when you get the shitty pizza, you know what I mean? Like, when you get, like, I don't know, Domino's or something, get some ranch with it. It helps. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm gonna go to, like, any of the chain joints, Pizza Hut is kind of my joint. Like, that's the kind of one that I land on. You know, I like theirs the shit the best. You know what I mean? But I am much more the guy that would eat at a pizza shop. And the place that I eat at here, like, that place is awesome. I actually went there. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday, actually. Yeah. I had, like, something happen, like, in the middle of all that. So, like, I completely, like, I almost forgot that I ate that yesterday. Y'all ever seen someone use an entire bottle of ranch on a salad? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people take that shit too far, yo. No ranch, just some garlic. See, or garlic's too. Hey, by the way, I hope you're doing well tonight, Bonnie. I did not say hello to you. There's different tiers of ranch, so some places got that fire, and some places ranch is straight garbage. Basically, yeah, that is another factor too. Is if you got the good ranch or not. I actually get told very frequently that I use too little sauces. Yeah, that's kind of how my wife is. That my wife tells me that I don't use enough. I'm like, I'm the kind of dude that, like, I eat, like, dry chicken. You know what I mean? Like, just straight up, like, chicken fingers by themselves, like, without any sauce on them. Like, I will. Like, I'll go to a baseball game and I'll just eat them just dry. You know what I mean? I'm a vet, yo. Like I said, man, some things, like, you know, it's just easier. It's like, fuck it. Who cares? You know what I mean? You just eat it without ketchup. You know what I mean? Put my sick boy sweater on. Well, you should, because I think we're about to do that now. I'm always about to pull it up and get it in a Ren, especially since Pixie was talking about how it was going to be heavy. Feeling better. I was sick. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, for sure. I think a lot of people are getting sick now, too. A lot of people going out doing, like, holiday shopping. You know, it's just a busy time of year. So, like, a lot of people are, like, in mass places, so a lot of, like, sicknesses are going around. So, like, You know, you go outside for a second and you probably caught something from your neighbor down the street. All right, let me get Ren and Bibby pulled up here. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a late Sunday evening. It's already fucking 11 o'clock, yo. We got a little later started today than I wanted to, but I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I will still be around somewhat on the socials, just not on the live streams. So feel free to talk to me on there. Steve was the only person that inboxed me about Spirit Box from my Instagram stories today. I was a little sad about it. I was like, damn. I was hoping somebody would get some interaction, you know what I mean? Oh boy. Crutch by Ren makes me cry and I rarely listen to it. Oh boy. It's very heavy, but I love you all and you guys, so it's also a story. Damn, Anna, you put... Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That's all I can say right now. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel, but I'm excited to get into this. I really don't know. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking rock and roll, boy. I check people's stories later in the day. That's fine, you know? I don't know if you'd have a Spirit Box suggestion or not, Mal. I don't know how much you get down with them. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting from the request from your husband too. Tell him he's like mad late now. He's mad late. I'm gonna give him the worst shout out once he picks a song. I told him the longer he waits, the more embarrassing that shout out's gonna be. You know what I mean? I can't wait to do Mal's husband's requests. Well, thank you for stopping by, Cherokee. And thank you again for the suggestion. I hope you have a good rest of your day/evening. And have fun on the other channel. Yeah, that was the last part of it. Have fun on the other channel that you mod for. Elsie says, time for a dab. As soon as I'm getting ready to start recording the reaction. That's awesome. All right. What is going on, family? I am very stoked to get into another song from Ren. Again, coming at the request of our great friend Anna. And today she decided to, just put all the emotion on me, because she said that today we had to check out the song Crutch, and apparently it's heavy. So let's get into it.
Maybe if I move, maybe my troubles won't follow me. I've got none to lose, 'cause everything turned to dust around me. My hope, it got so bruised, 'cause circumstance held me and it drowned me. I'm searching for the glue to try and fix these broken things around me. My love, if I lose my mind, I'd be so ashamed if you witnessed. I'll try my best for you to try and keep my head, but my God, it's slipping. An unspoken truth fear that it's all for nothing.
Could I interrupt? If the weight should get too heavy, I'll help hold this burden. I'll walk with you, my love, into the fires of...
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're gonna have to back it up a minute. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk for a second before we get into her verse. Yeah, we're not back far enough. One, I don't think I've ever seen Ren with this haircut, so this must be like early Ren. Somebody said that he was dating the girl who's in the feature at this time, that when this song was made. So that totally makes sense. That to me, I find that to be like super like sick. The fact that like she did this song with him. I don't know how much music she makes or continues to make now, but either way, super sick. And the fact that it adds a lot of volume to the overall like video and song that way too, because it's like his like letter to her, and in true Ren fashion, like complete vulnerability. You know what I mean? Like just being like straight up and honest about kind of like what like he's kind of going through and in his mind in terms of like this period in time that he was writing this and whatnot. So I totally get it. It is mad heavy, and I feel like her shit's probably gonna like probably tear me up a little bit inside. So like, that's why we're gonna go pause before we get into her first, because like it's very much like I'm broken and I'm telling you that I am, and then she's gonna come in and be like, it's all good. You know what I mean? Where we'll save the thoughts.
Nothing.
Could I interrupt? If the weight should get too heavy, I'll help hold this burden. I'll walk with you, my love, into the fires of hell if it would ease the burning. But please don't lose your trust. The man I know is brave, so don't you dare say you're folding. I can be your crutch until we both grow old and the curtains closing.
Oh boy. Oh my God. I swear, like he does this to me like every time where like he's always gonna make you like feel something like just watching or listening to him, where like when she starts like her verse, like it's like the heartbeat, you know what I mean? Like the heartbeat beat. Like it's kind of wild, like where like he's just like a genius of like how he knows how to draw like emotion out of you. Like the thing that I started thinking about, I was like, what the hell were they doing? Where they were able to like get like this like the real like raw like footage of like him crying. Like what was he able to like tap into and think about? Like were they like in the middle of a room like for a minute and like they just recorded a conversation of like him being honest with her? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that how this got recorded? But man, like the footage like of the shots of like just like the way that the like lights like glow off their faces and stuff like that, like it's just like really dope. Like the way that he's kind of like falling apart and she's kind of like carrying him and like supporting him that way, I feel like really just adds a lot of those layers to like the lyrical like take of this. I feel like it went like in a like crazy like 9 Inch Nails like direction there for a while, where I'm like, I like the fact that like it's like raw this way, where it sounds like the inner thoughts coming out, like the way that he kind of delivered it. So I thought that was fire. You know what I mean? I'm like, again, I feel like the way that he chooses to like express himself, really no matter which way he chooses to do it, like he always finds a way to like do it in a way that works. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes him like so unique, is the fact that like him just being like him, like raw, is what works. You know what I mean? And like her leaving at the end, you know what I mean? Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like like it's gonna, again, it's gonna punch y'all in the feels. This whole song is like singing about the vulnerabilities, about like opening up to her and letting that love in and all that. And she's like, oh, you're gonna make it through this, like, you know, but you're eventually gonna leave. And then it's like she disappears. You know what I mean? Like, sad kid nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the sad reality that, you know, we'll raise our hands and say, like, you know, we just have a feeling that everybody is going to leave us one day, because eventually, typically, everybody does. No matter how much they say that you're different and that it's not going to happen and all that, like, it's a lot for people. It's a lot, and people think that they can take on those responsibilities and think that that they're in for that ride and that they want to, but it is a lot. And eventually they all leave, you know, and my wife would kill me for saying that, you know what I mean? Because she hates it when I say stuff like that too. But, you know, anybody who's ever been involved with me has heard me say that quite a bit, you know what I mean? And it's only now that I try to be a little bit better about like not thinking like that and not saying those things, because again, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. I don't know why they are no longer together, but I liked the song. The video was great. I thought it was powerful. It was deep. It was. It did punch me in the feels, but not in the way today where I was gonna break. So. I'm glad I was able to make it through it. Thank you so much, Anna, again, for the suggestion. Make sure that you are kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. Renee, how are you doing, friend? Don't speak out loud, Johnny. Don't say internal thoughts out loud. Not that she would ever fucking hear this, but he didn't want to burden her with his illness. She was actually very supportive. That is my point. We push people away. We do all that stuff too. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a difficult life to deal with somebody with not to even put myself like comparisons to run like that, because his problems are different than mine. But similar issues, you know what I mean? Lifelong, like it's not gonna really change stuff. You know what I mean? Hopefully for Ren, it might change one day. You know what I mean? But I think some of the mental health stuff is like, you know, just kind of part of who he is, as it is a part of many of us out there. Some of us just have like, you know, different things that help like, you know, jump us into those things. But do we have any other songs on the list, or was that the last one that we had? That was the fourth one, right? I think I said I was going to do one more after this, but I don't know. What do you guys want to do? What do y'all want to do? It's like I want to go, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like I'm very caught in the middle right now. I'm very caught in the middle because I'm afraid like if I go, I'm gonna be like, man, I should have just stayed. And then if I don't go, then I'm gonna be like, fuck, I probably am just wasting everybody's time. You know what I mean? So again, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't. There's plenty of things I could do after this, though. So I probably will. I'm just going to talk to you guys for a little bit. Yes, another, please. Okay, Renee, I'll give you a request, and you can be the last song of the night. And then I'll play a song to end when we end. Ah. Little slow on the draw, Aaron. Man, I would have got you. We need to do Dirt Miller next go around. There's a handful of artists that I need to jump on, like, with the quickness. And Dirt is one of the guys. So save your Dirt Miller request. I'm going to be coming to you again for Dirt Miller, so save that for the next time I come around for him. Because it'll probably be the next time I record, I would think. Here to hang out for a bit longer. Well, yeah, I will talk to y'all for a minute. And, okay, yep, she's got a request now. Tears of Gold strip version. Okay, let's do it. Let's go find it. Let us go find it. Tears of Gold stripped. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher her name for sure. Fauzia? Is that even remotely close? Fauzia? Oh, Canadian artist. Nice. Shout out to Canada. You know what I mean? Canada's awesome. We got lots of friends of the Foxtrot family that live up in Canada. All right. Fauzia, Tears of Gold stripped. And I'm assuming the thumbs up is how I said the name. I'm assuming that's what that meant. So I'm gonna roll with the Fauzia is how you say it, if that's what it is. She's with Atlantic. Okay, cool. Then I'll make sure I pause in the reaction then. So that way it doesn't get fucked with. Typically Atlantic doesn't shut it down, but you never know. You never know. I'll just make sure to pause. It probably will block my video, potentially, but I don't care. I don't care about that. Don't know, but that's how I would say it. All right, bet. All right, Bonnie, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with the excellent thumbs up as a potential. I might have said it right. Let's do that. Okay. All right, what is going on, family? I am very excited to get into another new artist that I am not familiar with. And don't kill me, I promise. Johnny is normally wrong on how I do most things and say most things. So I think the artist name is Fauzia, and the song is called Tears of Gold. And this one is coming to us from our good friend Renee for the stripped down version of this song. So shout out to her, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Shit, wrong button.
Mama always told me that I was too naive, gave away my trust for pennies. I said, don't you worry, didn't think that I'd be broken down and crying. Help me. Red check, heart and debt. All you do is come around, just came here to collect. Red check, heart and debt. Don't Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you? I sit here apart for you.
Oh my God! Wow, that's beautiful. I'm a big fan of the lyrical content for sure. I like the way that she kind of like switched up, like I don't know, it was kind of like I don't say switch up the flow, like the way, like the tempo of like the way that she kind of sung that one part in the verse sounded really great, and like, you know, her voice is just very like powerful. So like the way that she comes in with like this like the triumphant moment right here, it just sounds really, really great.
Of gold for you, I sit here apart for you. Collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry. Platinum love for you, I'd give her no less for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broken. Your heart's rich because of me.
Fire.
I know that this is my fault, gave a little too much, knew that this was gonna happen, but I'm not gonna lie, you can make me cry 1,000 times, I'll come running back like what is going on with my head. Red check, hard and dead, all you do is come around, came here to collect. Red check, hard and dead, don't you know that I cry tears of gold for you? I sit here apart for you, collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry. Platinum love for you, I'd give no less for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broken. Your heart's rich because of me. And those bodies that do it all over again. Now those bodies know it's never gonna end. I keep coming right back. I go.
I like how she keeps playing with this, like I'm sure it's probably not exactly like this when in like the recorded version, but like the fact that it's like the stripped, even if it is like in the recorded version too, that's sick. Like I said, I don't know, but I like the fact that she's doing it like one way or the other. So I think that adds like a lot of like element to it. And like again, the lyrical content of this one, I feel like it's just like really, really great for me. I like the idea of like what the story that she's telling, like with the tears of gold, like your heart is full because of like me, like I'm broke and you're rich because I gave you like all the love. So like she's kind of equating the idea of like the love in the relationship is like it's worth something. So like I gave you every penny and dime that I had, and you took it all, and so you get to have all the happy feelings of that without any of like the sorrow and the sadness because I gave it all to you. Does it make sense? Like never got any of the love back.
Never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac. I keep coming right back like oh. And those bodies that do it all over again. Now those bodies that know it's never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac. I cried tears of gold. Collect my and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry. Love for you, I'd give no less for you. Generosity is my enemy, so I'm broke. I'm broke. Check, hard and dead. All you do is come around, just came here to collect. Red, check, hard and dead. Don't you know that I cry?
Oh my God, that one was amazing. I like this song like quite a bit, and thank you so much for the request. To be honest with you, This was a perfect last like reaction of the night, I think, for me. Great first like listen for like this artist. This video I thought was really cool. I really liked the background and the setting. I thought was like a good like just imagery, I think, to go like with the stripped down version. Again, I really loved the lyrical content on this one. The story I thought was great. I think that her voice like carries like really like all of the emotion in it, and like it makes you kind of really like just feel like her heartbreak a little bit, where it's just really beautiful and really moving from 1000%. Like the last thing that I think that I really had was like the thought process of like when it said like, you know, I keep coming back to you, like even like knowing like what the result's gonna be, you know what I mean? Where I think a lot of times, like sometimes we've had like people in relationships in our lives where like, you know, you want them like so badly to like love you back, and like, you know, and like you think that they do because like they'll say that they do, you know what I mean, but like their actions don't really like follow that, you know what I mean? Where like when it comes to like love, like that, like words aren't enough, like actions have to mean something. And like I feel like that's kind of like this song kind of taps into that a little bit, about like it's more than just saying that you love me, like you gotta show me, you know what I mean, you gotta give me some love. And I think that we tend to come back over and over and over again because we want to feel it so badly from that person that it's almost like a drug that you're addicted to, like almost hurting yourself because you're trying to get what you think is going to make you feel better. You know what I mean? And it's like it's a dangerous game to play. You know what I mean? I was talking to a friend recently about like just the idea of like letting love into your world. And like how hard that can be sometimes. You know what I mean? When like somebody wants to love you and like you're like afraid to let them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna cry on the last song. I got this far. You know what I mean? I got this far. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much again for the request. Make sure that you're kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them, and if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you. You almost got me. You almost got me. You almost got me. It was close. It was close. I was like, if I keep going on that path and that thought process, it's gonna flood. Can't do it. Can't do it. But great suggestion. Great suggestion. And from what I glanced at the chat, it looks like people liked it. Another one going in the playlist. See, I'm great for you, Joe. I'm showing you all kinds of new good stuff, man. Maul liked that one too. Anna seemed to like that one too. I'm working on introducing Emily Haynes to the channel. Emily Haynes. What's her deal? What's her deal? What category are we talking about here, Russ? We still got to come up with a good name for like our, you know, non-female rockers on the channel. Because Women Who Rock, I think, is too perfect of a name for a majority of who we talk about. But like, there's a group that just doesn't quite fit perfectly, and I gotta find that name. I can't figure out what the hell it is. I can't figure out what it is. I was hoping her beauty would lift you. Well, I definitely think that the beauty of the song definitely lifted me, for sure. You're killing me, John. I have to quit working to listen to all the new artists. That's a good problem to have, man. I'm happy to help contribute. I'm glad that anybody likes any of the stuff I share. You know what I mean? Like, I find out I have like such like I beat myself up a lot. You know what I mean? I do. You guys know that already. I'm my worst critic. So like when I see like what I think is like not working, but then somebody will say something about like a song that I shared in my stories like later, and it's like, oh, so you did like it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, people are liking these. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, yeah, I'm like, I gotta just remember about my one homeboy that was like, yo, dog, I check out everyone that you do, and I was like, okay, if that's what you're saying, bro, you know, I'll keep doing them for at least just you. You know what I mean? You may not like them all, but I'll keep doing them. Oh, shit. Hold on. Haley Reinhart did a gorgeous Oh Holy Night, but it's an audio-only video, but she also performed it with, like, the United States Air Force Band of the West. Now you're gonna try to talk me into it because you're gonna play into my Air Force roots. I'll keep brisk and add a solo song from her Fatal Gift. A couple of videos of Haley performing it, but not as good as audio. I'll have to check it out. The official music video for Risso, a couple of lives I saw. Sending good vibes to everyone. Well, I appreciate that, Terry. Are you about to get out of here, man? Because I'm about to get out of here soon. I'm going to get out of here before 2 hours today. That was kind of my overall goal today. Was that I'm not going over 2 hours today. I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm not going to go mad long. I'm gonna just go hit some songs and talk to the peoples, talk to the family, and see how everybody's doing. Distract my brain for a little while. Now I got to figure out what I'm gonna do next with my life. There's like 5 things to do, and I only want to do like one of them. But I don't even know if that one's an option. You know what I'm saying? That's what sucks the most. I don't even know. Don't even know. Shout out to Monster Energy for not sponsoring this live stream. I gotta stop saying their name. Oh my god. Okay, I need to figure out a song to play, guys. I need to figure it out. I had one in my head from earlier, but I don't know if I want to play that one anymore. I don't know if I want to do it. No, I am not mad at you. Let's see. I gotta find something good. I've been on a pretty good streak lately, so I don't know if I'm afraid to swing and miss. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a good streak. I feel like the majority of everybody has liked the Jones that I have played recently, so I'm a little worried. I got a lot of pressure now. Got a lot of pressure, especially after we just listened to that last little beautiful song. That really was a great little like mood changer a little bit for me. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm probably gonna end up doing it anyway, guys. I'm gonna probably end up playing the song I didn't want to play and I wasn't gonna play. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play this one, actually. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna play one that we didn't talk about on Discord. No, actually, no, I'm not. I can't help myself. I like that one too much right now. Oh, and there's a video too? Hold up now. All right. If you guys saw on my Discord earlier, and if you've been paying attention in my stories lately, I've been posting this band quite a bit lately. I have not been able to help myself but run to this project almost every day this week at some point in time. And I've listened to like the whole thing like pretty much every day is like how good it is. Like For me, there's not really like a skip on this project. I like the overall vibe and sound of this band. I like their lyrical content. I like their choruses. I like their fucking riffs. I like pretty much everything this band is doing. Like this project is a fucking home run for me. So yeah, we are going to listen to the song "Calling Anybody" by the band Leap. And before I hit play, I'm going to say thank you one more time to everybody for joining today. Somebody said, have I done Freeze the Fall? Oh, Renee, you must be new to the channel. If you don't know about my love for the band of Freeze the Fall. Yes, I've done all their songs. And I actually took off my Freeze the Fall hoodie that I was wearing earlier today to put on the Peace and Goodwill Towards Men hoodie. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely done some Freeze the Fall. Definitely love it. I was thinking Daughters of Witches. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big Freeze the Fall fan. So I listen to them literally every day. You know, the way I was talking about how I've been listening to this Leap project, I listen to Freeze the Fall every single day. So it's just depending on which one I'm in the mood for that day. They're in my playlist, so they always kind of shuffle through, and it's just depending on which one I'm running to that particular day, I think is kind of how I am with them. So thank you again, everybody, for joining and hanging out with me tonight, or this morning, wherever you're at in the great wide world. Yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season, has a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate. I hope you have a great week. And yeah, got a lot of exciting things coming on the way very, very soon. And I'm very excited to share it with you guys. So, yeah, new logo stuff is coming along pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna share nothing, but it's coming along pretty sick. I'm digging it. I'm excited, but I gotta keep it under wraps. So, all right, let's listen to the song "Calling Everybody" by the band Leap. You guys have a great night, and I will talk to you all very soon.
lips, hold me to myself. Living in a stranger's skin. I'm only trying to feel something. Call it anybody. Call it anybody. Call it anybody. Just to take a trip away from it. Call it anybody. So my fingertips hold me to myself. Living in a stranger's skin. I'm only trying to feel something. Call it anybody. Call it anybody.
So, before I go, Steve had mentioned earlier, he's like, how can a band go wrong when you got a lefty guitarist? One, you're right. Two, this video, I've said before that sometimes a music video can like ruin music for you. Like, this video only adds to the love, I think, for sure. And third and final is Maul. I don't know if those emojis will ever not make me laugh. I really am going to have to make a t-shirt with that emoji on it, I swear to God. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Oh, shit. I'm glad you guys like the song. It actually really makes me really happy that you guys like the song. Yes, merch is on the way. It's on the way, but we're going to do it right. We're going to do it right when we roll it out. I promise. I promise. That's one thing I will not slack on, is that rollout. This is the part where I am going to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and then cut it off. So y'all have a great night and a good rest of your day.